Hi. So people are always asking me, what is this workshop that you do, this Infinite Possibilities workshop? And let's see. So it's a 6 hour workshop. I could explain it to you briefly, of course. There's so much to be learned in this 6 hour workshop that oftentimes it's hard for me to explain in a shortened version, but here goes anyway because people keep asking, and I want people to know so that they can decide whether it's a good fit for them or not. So, Infinite Possibilities, I'm an Infinite Possibilities certified trainer. I trained under Mike Dooley. He was in the movie, the book, The Secret. And he also wrote a book called Infinite Possibilities, The Art of Living Your Dreams. And this workshop is based on that book. And it's based on two tenets. One is thoughts become things. The things you think about the most is what you create in your life. And the second is taking personal responsibility for all that you have created in your life, thus empowering you to create differently if there are some things in your life that you don't like or desire. Yeah, not from a blame stance, but from a let me teach you some tools so that you can understand how to create what you want and uncreate the things that aren't working out for you. And so the workshop starts with those two tenets. We get into a piece on clarity, like how do we find clarity in the future? We create this passionate view of our future so that we can get excited about life. And then we use that passionate view to, I teach a visualization that 5 minutes a day of visualization based on where would your life in the future look like, what would it be like, feel like, seem like, passionately, excitedly, so that you can begin your day or end your day with this excitement now. And so that piece right there is how I learned how to create joy in my life. There are other things along the way that I learned on how to cultivate that joy once I've created it. We talk about some of those things. And so we go through the tenets that I spoke of. We talk about how to get clarity on the future and form a visualization around that. Then the next section is about beliefs. What are the limiting beliefs that you have that are standing in the way of you creating what it is you want in your life? These are programs, things that you made decisions on when you were a kid. You had an interaction with an adult, and that interaction led to you deciding something about yourself and then creating or making decisions from that place up until this very moment, right? And you can imagine how some of those probably wouldn't serve you now. I mean, I'm middle-aged now. Me making decisions from my 5-year-old self doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. But we don't have awareness around them. This is, again, not a blame thing. It's like, let's get some awareness around these areas so that I can teach you some really simple tools so that we can dismantle them and start to make decisions from a place of intention. Then we talk about emotions and how they play a role in all of this. And then we go on to taking action. How do we take action so that we can start to create what we want? Because it does require a little action. We're talking about a little movement, energy in a direction, so that the universe can create what you want. All of these things, emotions, beliefs, and action, you get clarity around those so that you can get super clear when you're asking for the universe to provide something. It can provide that thing. Sometimes we ask for things and it shows up differently because we weren't detailed enough about what it is that we wanted. And then we go into hunches, intuition type things, faith. What does that look like? How do we create it? Where did we come from? And lastly, we talk about the meaning of life. And so that in a nutshell is the sections that we talk about in the workbook that I do for this workshop. who is this for? This is for anyone who's searching to find life in a better way, to find different results from the life that they're creating, to anyone who wants to start a business, find a new career, wants to change anything in their life that is not how they want it to be. Or even we talk a lot about how do we manage emotions around all the different things. We're super busy these days. We've got lots of things going on, family and commitments and businesses and work and activities, hopefully hobbies, things that bring you joy, all those things going on. How do we manage our emotions when they don't turn out how we want? Or even just simple things like dealing with traffic, or when other people irritate us or feels like they're doing things to irritate us. This is what this workshop is about. I hope that is helpful. I am here to help. My intention is to help as many people as I possibly can find a new path to creating joy in their life. Peace.